uh, we are sorry for the 2 days we've been sick. For the 2 days we've been. You can hear from my voice. We're in the cold now, so we sometimes get sick. Even right now, I think my partner will not join us. Solomon is under the weather also. It's better I told him to stay because when I heard his voice on the phone, I told him don't even bring that voice over here to scare our people.
Sulu has just joined us tonight.
Oh, he's here. I told him not to come, but if he's here, it's okay. Bring him. Solomon, I was just talking about you to let the
Okay.
people know that you are unable to join us because of because you're under the weather.
Yeah.
Told me that on the phone. You say your voice, so I told you
Who,
not to
Sulu,
come.
who was you borrowed to Nezo?
Well, it's a voice from the cold.
Mm. All right, join us. Welcome to the show, and let's let you introduce yourself, and then we proceed.
Thank you for having me, and good evening to my fellow Liberians in Liberia and the diaspora. It's my pleasure to be on tonight. Good evening, Gonda, and good evening, Tunis.
Good evening to you. And I just spoke to you just a few minutes ago about the show, and I didn't know you were under the weather. But how are you feeling now?
Well, I'm feeling a little bit better as compared to the past about 3 days. I didn't go to work for the past 2 days. I'll try to go tonight, but I'm feeling much better.
When you called me yesterday, we were speaking. You were on the weather at that time.
Yes, my voice can come and go. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm thinking,
You
I,
know
I
the
was
man,
like,
man,
I hope it's
the
not
man I
AI
need
voice
you, man.
hearing.
You know the man is a ninja man. He fighting hard with
Yeah.
nature.
I'm like
Yeah,
worried. I hope we are not using AI voice on the show tonight.
no, I did
No,
not
it's
hear that
It was
AI
not AI.
ninja.
I need you for us tonight,
That the ninja
especially
voice
for the
and
St. John River, the Rio Dabai, the River Dabai or St. John. That's a Niji right there.
So how you been doing, Wanda, since last week?
Yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm okay. Grateful to God for the gift of life as usual. Yeah. Sometimes I can be missing you. I say, hey, God, that Wednesday reach. But you on Wednesday reach, especially at this point, I know. I just started experiencing that my eyes just keep burning for like a week now. But the past 2 days has been somehow. At times it will burn and tears will start rolling down. After a couple of hours, it will go down. I don't know what is that.
Good luck. Your eye can what flick.
No, man, just that normal burn. Like you put pepper in somebody's eyes or you just spray somebody's eyes or something.
Oh, sometimes you gotta be checking your eye. You're young right now, so you might think it's nothing. But if I were you, I would take time to check the eye doctor. Is if something that you can cut in front of it before you get older, because there are certain nerve in your eyes. If it die, there's no medicine for it. I think they call it glaucoma. When they
Oh wow.
die, they got no medicine for it. America said don't have medicine for it. Nobody, because it's dead, and it will make your eye. It will start killing them little by little, and then you go blind. That's what happened. The other one, there's another name for it that they can cure it. That one that can go in your eye. It doesn't kill your cell.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when something like that happen, when you are younger, if you can get in front of it, go to the doctor and let it check and tell you if you can do anything about it. You start doing it in an early stage.
You're right. You're right
Once
about that. You're right.
yeah, once you grow up, it take time to do it, but anytime you get blind, you can feel it, even in your old age.
I feel
Okay.
that. Just quickly, my phone is damaged. the Samsung Galaxy X20. The screen like rare costs $250 US.
Yeah, even here it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's a
Uh,
big phone.
the first
S20
thing
is a big phone.
when I took the phone to the guys who's supposed to repair the phone, I know he got some kind of machine that he used to detect the phone price. So when he looked at the phone, as soon as he brought the phone back to me, he said the phone cost 600. I said, why? Why would he say so? He said, yeah, I know the phone cost 600. So the screen is 250. I said, like,
It's right now. It's cheap now. They're not even making it here anymore anyway because we can't see it. Yeah, except you go on the internet and find it, but you don't see it in the store. But when they first came, that just the 20, just the ordinary Galaxy 20, it's not 20 Pro or 20 Ultra. It's not like that, right? Just the 20, right?
it's the 20 Ultra.
Oh, okay. Ultra is the most expensive one. Just like when you say iPhone Pro Max, the iPhone Pro Max and the S series, the Galaxy S, Galaxy S Ultra is
Mm.
they are the same price.
So
The only
imagine that where I'm supposed to be managing my expectation on my phone.
now let me tell you the difference. Now you can have
Yeah.
the Galaxy S Pro X Ultra
Mm.
and somebody else have the same as Ultra and their price is more than yours or your price more than theirs
Mm.
because it come in now they coming in three category. Before they used to come in two category. Okay,
Mm.
even the iPhone Pro Max, the same thing. They come in three category. You can have the same iPhone Pro Max, and I have the same iPhone Pro Max, but my own expensive by your own.
Yeah, sure, you're right about that.
Yeah, the difference is the storage and the memory in it. Now, the iPhone Pro Max it start with 128 gigabyte. That's the storage,
Mm.
and then they give you 8 gigabyte memory. Now, then they double the 128 to two. They double it, then become 256.
Yeah,
Now
my
that 256, then they will still be 8 gigabyte memory, but because they double it, they will put like $150 over. Your own will be cheaper than the man who get it 256.
so mine is Galaxy X20 Ultra and it is 256 gigabyte and
Okay, your
eight
is
eight RAM.
8 RAM. Your
Yeah.
is expensive than the man who got the 128.
I told you
Your
that problem.
is 150. $150 expensive than the man who get, and then they will double it again for now 256 to 512.
Yes, I have the
Okay,
512.
to 512. The 512 they will put extra 150 or 200 over it because then when they put to 512, they will still remain with 8 RAM, 8 gigabyte RAM. Sometimes they put in 16 now to boost that storage up. Then they can double it again to 1,000. They call it terabyte. Sometimes they only stop to terabyte. But if they want, sometimes they can double the 512.
So
12
so
plus 12
why
are 24.
so why the color got something to do with it when you buy it online, so they can testify to that when you buy it online they got a gold leg and they got different colors. Sometimes you choose some color, you see eventually the phone price will increase.
No, they don't. The price doesn't. If you look at it so much, probably that particular color you choose, the storage is a little bit higher. But the
You
color
know,
you choose your own color. Color has nothing to do with it sometimes.
with Samsung, the color also matters. Some of the color the price go up, some of the color the price goes down. Even in buying vehicles, some of the vehicles color a little
Mm.
bit cost
I
more
mean,
than some of the color.
it could be true, but as for me, whenever I behind it, I use both phone. When I use the 14 iPhone Pro Max 14, 1 terabyte, and they ask me what color I want.
I
It
I I,
didn't
I
change the
once
rest.
I once upon a time tried buying the iPhone 12 Pro Max online, and it was at like 980 or 9 something. But again, when I choose it, when I went to the color, they had gray, they had a black, they had a gold, and the gold were attractive. When I clicked the gold, the phone price went to, I think, 1,200. So I was like, what
Yeah,
is that?
well, I don't know. I don't know. I can put it up right here now and tell you the colors. To me, really, they make the color just to attract you to buy because people like different colors. You
Somebody
might
is
be
saying,
right because I
somebody
guess
following
it's
us, somebody following us online is saying the black is expensive.
okay. If it's
Great, I
black,
know
it's expensive.
Grant Martin is saying the black is expensive.
Could be, probably it's true. But I know they said about they devise the features that in the move. It's not about the color. It's about what they put in there, that the storage, the memory, and all of that. That's what make the phone expensive. The color, what color, black and white, and that and that. They definitely have to be color for them to sell it. They're not coming with. It's not coming with one color. It comes with various color. You choose your some colors now. They just bring in the new colors. And some people don't even go by color because their phone going to be in a case,
Yeah, you're
so the
right.
color doesn't matter. They to protect their phone.
They phone, I myself have my own problem with the phone came with waterproof case, but then because of the we're not in rainy season here again, so I feel like I say, but no, why I will be keeping my phone? And the cave could keep the phone that close, that everything around, even all the holes on the phone will be closed. So when you're talking on the phone, you have to be shouting, and you either put the phone on speaker so you can get the color and other things. So I
So
said, but
why
then
don't you just
I give
why
myself
don't
to
you
myself.
buy Bluetooth? Why don't you just buy yourself a Bluetooth so you can save your phone in your pocket and answer all your calls on your Bluetooth?
Yeah, it's already late now. I have to spend it $250. So
No,
maybe I'll
even
do
right
it.
now you can do it. Since it's like this for now until you get the $250, you can buy Bluetooth. You put your phone in your pocket and answer all your call on your Bluetooth. You can play all your music on
I'm,
your
I'm,
Bluetooth. You
I'm
can,
so addicted. I'm so addicted to phone.
but that's part of it. Even you,
It can spend 2 minutes in my pocket without me taking it from there.
you're taking it from there to get on the net. That's different. But to answer your call when you're walking in the street, you in the car, you among people to answer your call, you can use Bluetooth. Only time you take your phone to play with, if you want to get on the net, to surf the net or get on Facebook, get on that, blah blah.
So there are
Or
two
just
things. What's up? What's up? We expecting your country that we feeling our election or your election. I'm liking how it is proceeding. Yeah. At least I get one Democrat and I get one Republican on the show. Yeah, I can feel relaxed when we discussing the U.S.
we have not
politics.
reached to we have not reached to the sweeter part yet. Right now, that
Yeah.
primary going on, the Republican primary going on, and your man is tapping the race right now. What you call him, Donald Trump.
Donald
He's
Trump.
tapping the race. Yes. The
I'm,
other
I'm
only one person left with him, which is the lady they call something Haley. What's the guy? What's her name? What first name?
I think Nikki.
Nikki
yeah,
Haley.
yeah,
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 Nikki
yeah.
Haley. She's the
I,
one.
I,
She did it.
I'm seeing that Donald Trump will resurface. Oh,
Yeah, I
Donald
mean,
Trump has gone nowhere. He has always been in the picture.
yeah, I'm
But
seeing
just
like
that
I'm saying not on the party's ticket now, but the country's presidency. That's what I'm saying.
that's what
he
we
got
know.
other case. He got other case to attend to right now, and
But
you know.
will the kids stop him from contesting?
If I
Because
say
Yeah,
the election is fast approaching though.
well, the motive of the other people, so that he will not be able to contest the election. But
Yeah.
anytime they send him to or he go to court and other stuff, still the American people they think that he's a better candidate, and
Mhm.
they're going crazy. So that's how
I don't know. I don't know why I just so much like Joe Biden. I don't know. I just don't know, but I just like batting. Up to the night of the last election I was held, I was up to 1:30, 2 o'clock, just following the result. You could see me celebrating in my place, like yeah. So I don't know why. I just like him. I really pray that he had a quarter win the election, man.
It's good to like somebody,
Mhm,
um, but the American people will decide based on what the person can do for the country and
mhm.
how the person can do it and what is important to the electorates. Um, and whatever is important to the electorate, that will determine the outcome of the vote of the election.
And my own thought on Trump, why I think I ain't like him. I'm saying my own thought now. Now, yeah, everybody can have their own thought. Even if people following can have their own thought. But my own thought about Trump is, I just believe that he's too arrogant. Yeah, he posture, he would have responding to people, he would have talking, everything just proves that he's very arrogant. So I just don't believe that my spirit can deal with people like that. Though he and I are not living together, we're not, but to just like people of such category. I like people who quietly, like you see Biden. Biden is quiet looking. He way of talking. Yeah, I like his voice, his energy, everything.
But
I mean,
then Boaka is your best friend too.
No, Baga is different. You can't be talking about Baga. You be talking about how they call it.
That is in
Me,
Joe.
no, that. I didn't say I like Joe. I say I like Biden. I was specific on Joe Biden.
Yeah, but the same Joe Biden, Joe Boaka, the same two presidents.
Today, what's your take? What's up?
I just want to bring you back for the first topic here. The color of iPhone. They say the color of an iPhone is a matter of personal preference.
Yeah.
Some people prefer classic color like black, white, or silver, while others prefer brighter or more vibrant color like red, blue, or green. And they went down and said this iPhone comes in a range of color, including blue, purple, midnight, starlight, and so on. And they put a price at all of them the same prices,
Mhm.
no different in price.
Well, you are talking about iPhone, and from our experience with the Samsung Galaxy, the the uh, the capacity of the phone, the speed of the phone, and the color of the phone, they all play in the price of the phone. I don't know much about the iPhone, but for the Samsung uh, phone, yes, that's what
I,
I have.
Samsung,
I,
right now, I got the latest Samsung in my hand.
mhm,
The Samsung uh, S24 Ultra, and
mhm.
I was the color. You put it in. You mean this is not argument's sake? It's because
No, no, no. Yes, yeah, nah.
No, we have tried it and it came up with the pricing
the
Yeah.
depending on the
pricing
colors. So that's
they
what I'm saying.
change. Not the color. It comes in colored anyway. It's just like go to buy a car. See the
Sorry, sorry.
cars in a car lot. You go to the car lot, you see the car there. The same car, if you let's say you want a Mercedes Benz, they're white, brown, burgundy, and blacks, but the same horsepower, the same cylinder, the same thing, everything. Two doors, convertible, you know, color. Some cases color comes in though. That's true. But these phone, you know me. This is my feel here when it comes to these things. This is my feel. I know how I dive into it. And
And,
like
and,
before the
and
phone come out, before the 6 months before the phone come out, I already know it. I already know what is coming. Okay,
And I know I'm not here to do promotion for Samsung, but I think I know why people continue to run behind iPhone. But I think Samsung is better. My phone,
I mean
when you
they
see,
they
when you
all
see
they both have their own shortfall and good in
eh,
them.
eh,
Both.
down here, you'll find, especially the ladies, you'll find them rushing or running after the iPhone because of the clear camera, according to them. But I think Samsung is better because the Galaxy S20, when you take picture on editor, you see it like, yeah, I think it's cool. I know.
They
But again,
both have their
I'm noticing that Samsung is becoming expensive than the iPhone.
so when I tell you this, believe it. And you can Google it. Whatever I tell you right here, Google it. Because Google is the judge. I said, this is what I play with in my life. This is in my whole life. Everybody in my area here, they call me the gadget man. When I tell you, believe it. iPhone is American phone. And my necessity now here, I like iPhone more than if you ask me to choose between the two, I would take iPhone. But
Hmm.
Samsung, yes, because I like the way they made iPhone, the shape of iPhone. I like it. Okay, this the Samsung is good, but it too simple to me. Even though I got it, yeah, yeah, in my hand right now, I got it. But it's very simple. The only reason
And that's why
I
I like it.
the difference between iPhone and Samsung somehow. iPhone got a better video recording. They do a very beautiful video recording.
Hmm.
Samsung do a very good picture. When you take a picture with Samsung, it
Okay.
give you go on YouTube and look at these things. You just put in YouTube iPhone, like this iPhone, I say iPhone Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro Max versus Samsung S24 Ultra. Don't forget the Ultra because both of them have their high end. Their
Mhm.
high end, iPhone high end is the Pro Max. Samsung high end is the Ultra. Don't put nothing. Don't put any other thing. Just put these two together versus this and this. You can mix it up with that S24 Galaxy versus or iPhone versus. And they will give you the different. They will line it up for you. You see it for yourself. Which one is good in what? Which one is good in what? But iPhone, when you see iPhone, the structure of iPhone, you can say, yes, this is a real solid phone.
And 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 the reason I'm liking Samsung is like I said, you hold it in your hand, people don't know that let me see that way. People don't know that expensive phone you got. Yeah. As some guys one time we went somewhere, some children, I'm picking up from the community asked they wanted to use my phone to do their picture. When they took the phone, they went at the back of the house. I heard after a couple of times somebody started arguing. The phone looking small, but the screen, the camera clear. So the other person said the phone is
The phone you got is not small.
the other
S20
person
is
the
small.
other person said nobody phone you see it in my hand like yeah, I can pass it around with it. You see people don't really know that
There's
yeah.
no phone bigger than that phone in your hand.
No,
The
no,
only
no,
phone that bigger than it now, this other one that they're making probably small little inches.
no. So yeah,
That phone is small in your hand. Those are the big phones in the country, in America here.
for that reason I'm laying down take my button phone to feed this.
You know, those are big phones. They used to make they were making the notes, but they stopped making the note because they're making these phone now, the ultra.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. It was first the note. That was their biggest phone. But since the demand was not there, the note used to come with the pen. I
Mm-hmm.
think that phone came with pen, or the 21 started coming with the pen.
Yeah,
21, 20.
the 21. The 21 started coming with
Right.
it. Yeah.
When the 20 was there, they still had the note. The note 20 was there. I think they stopped making it from that 20. The 20 note 20 was the last. Then they start making the 21. The 21
Is it
now, Ultra,
is
I mean
it's
21.
there is this new phone coming up. I don't know what that new phone, but the Phantom. I don't know whether the Phantom is on Samsung, a Samsung product.
No, that one at your area there now.
No, they
Man,
got they got they got they got this phone that you can fold it, you open it like yeah,
yeah, that Samsung high-end phone. They sell that
oh,
phone here $2,000.
yeah,
That they call it a fold.
okay, yeah, the
Samsung
Phantom Fold, something like
Z
that.
Fold.
Yeah, you're right.
FOLD Z Fold. Okay, that's the most expensive phone in Samsung brand. You can open it like a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the first to start making that phone, but somebody else making it now. Google is making it also.
Okay.
Apple have not started to make it yet. Apple ain't make it yet. But I know
Apple make that phone will not be fun with their product.
why.
It will not just be fun.
When Apple make it, it probably will even be more sophisticated than Samsung.
Let me
You know,
not.
one thing about Samsung, we like Samsung, most of the apps is free. Most of the apps, you get it free. It won't charge you monthly or yearly or or just one time. iPhone, most of the app, like I got some app on on my Samsung phone. If I want the same ad on the iPhone, they will charge me for it, and sometimes good bit of money. And I'm not ready to pay that money yet for that stupid something like that. I'm trying to download, you know. But iPhone is America's best phone, my brother. Believe me. Samsung, both phone is good. Whichever one you choose, they both got the same price. You look at it, they will tell you this $1,400, 1,000. But we over here, we don't buy phone just like that. We don't buy phone. You know, you can't take $1,000 to go buy a phone. You know, they give you the phone, you pay little by little for 3 years. You paying for it. Before the 3 year end, while you're in the 3 year, when the new one come in at third year, you can go and trade it in for the new one, and they give it to you. They trap you. This is what they do. They're not giving it to you 1,005. You're not paying 1,005. Probably you'll pay half of that money because it will be on promotion. You understand, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, what they do is if the phone is 1,005, you go for it. They will tell you if you have your old phone, bring it. We have a promotion for you. Then you're like my old phone now. Let's say I use my old phone, then I will take it. No matter what condition it's in, they will take it. But they will give you that new phone for like $800 or $700. So let's say they will divide that $800 into 3 years. They're trapping you in that 3 years. You have to stay with them. You can, if you want to pay all that money so you can finish paying quick, they will say no, you can't pay. You have to stay with them within that 3 years to finish. Okay. If you say, okay, my man, I want to uh, just leave you and go, I want to cap out to go somewhere else. You have to pay the full money for that price. The full money, 1,500, you have to pay it plus tax. But you already paid the tax when they were giving you the phone anyway. So you're not paying tax, you just pay the full price. Then you take your phone and go with it. But as long as you stay with them, you will get it for $800, but you have to stay with them for
The phone
three
not
good
the
years.
they not support you in their country.
Okay, that's how they do the business here. Like for instance, I'm on Verizon, then I take the phone. You see this? This is the latest. It just came out it came out just few days when January 17, if I'm not mistaken, it came out. Okay, you have to stay with I have to stay with them till 2000 what? 3 years from now.
2026. The six or the seven.
2027, right?
The seven, yes.
2027. If I have to go somewhere and I have to pay them their full price for that, then I leave there and go. I'm not obligated. They're not obligated to me. But if I have to pay that $800, they will divide that $800. Probably will be like, okay, $20 per month. Every month I will be paying $20. They will put that $20 on my bill. If I'm paying $75 for my phone service, they will put that $20 on it. That's how it is. So what you got? You want to
Too
go
many
back?
things.
You want
Too
to go
many.
back to your workout?
No, I won't go back where to batting.
To Joe, the two Joe Biden and Joe Barker,
That's
the
what
two
one put me
the
say
two
the
old
field
men.
there. That's what me. I know
Slow,
say I like batting. Then you won't put me in pocket. I'm a bad
slow,
man. I don't trap
slow, not
me.
feeling well. So you quiet.
I'm here. No, I just listening to you guys.
I can enjoy your voice, man. I like the new voice. I hope it can stay this way.
Okay, you don't like me.
You drink tea. You need to be sipping on tea with lime in there. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
good for this kind
I
of
have all
weather.
those. Yes,
You did that?
that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Put if you got honey, put a little honey in it.
Yep.
It will clear that truth of it
Mhm.
before you look. If you get ginger, mix everything up. Sip
Yeah,
I
on it.
I hate
I
among
have
all of this
ginger,
among
garlic, lemon,
amongst all of the sicknesses
with honey. Mix all of them
amongst
together.
amongst all of the sicknesses, I hate the fresh cold. I hate the cough. Malaria, I can manage to sit home and take pills. Yes, it will go. Yeah, but cough and the cold. You will tell somebody say I'm sick when they ask you why happened. You tell them say fresh cold. They tell say my man can. Then you go and more people will be brain up. Or you tell somebody say the cough is giving me hell. They say my man can. Then you go somewhere you talking that stuff. It be
Yeah.
God, it be embarrassing. It's too embarrassing. I must admit. I understand why it is like. I
But
want to do.
one good thing about it, the people will know that you're not feeling well.
Yeah.
That's all.
At
Yeah,
least
it make people
if
to
I'm
know.
going to know, I could take anyway. I've not had free time the few days, so we can talk the whole day. The whole day.
But
You can pay for
what do you
the
have?
airtime.
What do you
Eh?
have on ground for us to talk about? Because there
Too
are a
many
lot of
Today,
things.
interesting things.
if you don't have anything to talk about, I think there's a conflicting statement these people making. If we can, yeah, dive into it a little bit,
No
the
problem. I will.
the the Bwakai Wia conflict figure on the balances on the consolidated account.
Yeah.
The money they're talking about, our former president said he left 40 million. Joe Bwakai, our current president's telling us that he only got 20.5 million. That's a big gap. What you guys think? And I think that
Yeah.
they
The the controller at the LRA and the central bank governor I to appear. I think on to tomorrow. Tomorrow at
yeah,
the
Thursday.
either at the lower house or the upper house. They're supposed to appear tomorrow. So yes, this entire thing.
I think that the upper house, the
Yeah.
plenary house, a branch, the higher
Yeah.
decision making.
Yeah, but both have plenary. The lower house and the upper house have the plenary. The
But
plenary
this
is
is
is the entire body. Like for the
which
House
is
of
the
Representatives,
highest.
yeah, the House of Representatives is the 73 or Lord makers. They make up the plenary. So on the floor
Right.
of the legislature, yeah, the same way with the upper house, the 30 senators make up the now it's 29. The 29 senators make up the plenary. So
Yeah, 29 senators.
yeah, 29 senators, and the Nima County senator was elected as vice president, so that seat is vacant for now.
Um,
Yeah, they should have entered it because the 15 I just came plus the 15 that left.
yeah, they
I
should have
left.
been traded. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
you're right. They are 29 for now until
yeah,
they vote in the other guy.
yeah. So it's good. It's good that the legislature have thought it was. This is the very thing that started up and inaugurated the CDC's government. When people said 16 billion got missing, all kind of thing, it brought up noise, and that's where the guys build their foundation to tarnish the reputation of individuals and the entire government. And now where we are talking about 20 million that we're talking about here. And as to whether it is missing, we can see that. As to whether it is there, but it is not being accounted for, or it is not being recognized, or maybe yes, we hope that the central bank will come up tomorrow. The president, when he was leaving, he said the thing is, the president said he left 222 million in the international reserve and 40 million in the consolidated account. And the international reserve, I think the current president said is 100, is 220 instead of the 222 years. So I know. And then he said again that um, instead of the 40 million plus the president talked about, the former president talked about, is according to him, is not backed by fights. So the money that there is 20.5 million. So, and then in that, like the Front Page Africa said, in that speech from the former, the current president, you did not hear him, or we did not hear him speak of whether Liberty account or the USD account. So as to whether it was the entire account of the government, whether Liberty and US put together that made up the 20.5 million, and all of these things. As to whether it is somebody, one black hand or dark hand that got something out of what is there and is being not accounted for, it remains another question. We're talking about 16 billion doing CDC, and now we're talking about 300. If you are to convert that money to the current rate, you're talking about 380 billion Liberian dollars that we're talking about here. The 20 million converted to at the rate of 190 something, yeah, 190 is around 380 billion Liberian dollars that we're talking about. It said that somebody just did it, is there, they know about it, but they want to tarnish the reputation of the outgoing government. Then that is where I will have problem with that, with the government, with the current government. Because students, like I said, I said it the last time, I personally think that the issue of elections are over. And whatever we can do, whatever we can say, you can say how much you don't like Boakai, you can say how much you hate the Unity Party guys, but the fact of the matter is we have Ambassador Joseph Boakai, who is the president for Liberia, and you have Jeremiah Kun, who is the vice president for the Republic of Liberia, and that is not going to be changed. For the next 6 years, that is not going to be changed. So whatever you can say, whichever way you want to say what you have to say, it can't change the fact that these two are our heirs for now. So if the president is coming to the table and people who are advising him and writing statements and things, I think they should come with facts and sincerity to the table. You can't still be writing against somebody or saying things against somebody because you personally feel that you don't like the person. We passed that stage. All of those things were said only because of campaign, just because we wanted election, and we said it. We got done with that. But to still sit and the facts and you be misleading the president, it becomes something that the person's integrity will be questioned and could be questioned by those statements. Imagine now if the central bank governor and the controller at the LRA come up tomorrow and say yes, the money that is in the government consolidated account is actually 40 million plus, as it was said by the former president. Then what you're making the current president to be like. You're making people to think like he still got hit against the former president, which should not be the case. As to whether the president understated that amount because they wanted it to go and hit the public, so that when the public consider that they accept it, Then the other one, a leader can be their benefit or something. Again, it remains another issue that we have to say. But for me, I don't really like I said, I'm really hoping that the central bank governor and of course the controller at the LPRC can let's say the LRA can appear tomorrow and be able to provide the facts backed by evidence, documented evidence to the Liberian people. Then we can know from there. You know, those guys came up, they came here in this country, they started up from the day of the inception of this city, of the former CDC government, the ruling government. Those guys came up with lies. They came up with fake propagandas. They came up with things that they said against people they know that weren't right. You heard of the issue where Stanton Waterspoon and the likes of Alex Williams and other guys had to call people to the states and facilitate them. And I think one of those who benefited from that was Alex Williams. They call you, you lie on people. They prepare fake documents and things, and they sit and lie on people so that they can get some bad sympathy from the public, and the public listen to them. And today we are to where we are. Granted, you've gotten what you wanted. What is still the need? What's the need of you still continuing in that campaign mood, that fake propaganda, and be saying things? You say that you're saying it because you want the public to still continue to insult president or the former president. You still want the people to sit and still say all of these things that they said against the president. And for me, I told people discussing this unity party government or talking to trying to prove right to Liberians, or even if I get evidence to them to come and just to come and tell Liberians things against the unity party government that is not right, that even the evidence are glaring. For me, I thought that I'm not ready in that position to be saying that, but that now, Tunis, I must admit to you and to you. The reason there is just very simple. I will always set an example, and when I say it, people laugh about it. Liberians and the Unity Party or Joseph Boakai, the president, they are just typical example of a lady who wants to cheat on her boyfriend or on her husband. You will find some girls cheating or some ladies cheating on their partner, and that partner will carry complaint to friends, that partner will carry complaint to parents, that partner will carry complaint to pastors and things, and they will call that lady for how to call it conference. And that lady mind will still not be changed on what she want to do. So if that once that lady has put in her mind that she wants to cheat, she got this guy who she's running after, who she feels is something of a state of a status, and that she want the person. The guy that is with her, no matter how much she cry, he will not get her until she can go out there and fall into that relationship with that guy who she's so dearly dying for. And when she start to how to be scared, and when her thought and dreams and aspirations about that guy is not being met, then I where she will reach to the state of regret and want to come back. So until then, Liberians have said they sat and listened to all of those things that were said against President We are the former president. The former president, they said it because they hated him so badly. They said the made statements, they said things, propaganda, fake propagandas, and all of those things. Liberians accepted that, and their fight was to remove George Weah and the likes and other people who were working in his government. Their fight was why will a tour be working in the CDC government, a tour who could not afford before he be working, he be shining, even when he making the little salary that he can make. Yes, he got it. He's putting it to use. So they say no, tour should not. So are not shining, tour too should not shine. So once tour shining, they should try to bring we are down, then tour will get out. That is what led us to where we are today. So Liberians, to talk about them and the Unity Party, except they are being served 2-3 years from now, the way things will be when you talk about the Unity Party government or Ambassador Baka, you will get what you want to hear from Liberians. You will get the actual sense of a Liberian. But for now, no, they are just that girl who just running behind new relationship. That new relationship here to talk about what you be talking, be killing yourself. So yes, that's just my take on that for now, Tunis and Solo.
Well, thank you. The situation in our country, we are gullible country.
Hmm.
We listen to uh, other people's opinion, and we form our decisions on those opinions. There has been the routine in a country, uh, and in order for us to have a better Liberia, we all need to um, change our mind and look at the reality of things. Again, as an affiliate or associate or member of the Unity Party, uh, I always tell people I'm not a partisan person. I love Liberia, and anybody who will be doing good for Liberia, um, you get my back. I will be with you. When I came back to Liberia back in 2009, after I left Liberia in 1988, when I came back and I saw the development that was going on um, right after the destruction of the country, uh, I made up my mind in 2010 when I went back to become part of the United Party. Then from then I came here, and of course we started rebuilding the Unity Party image here. But to fast forward in this going election, I said Joseph Boakai is not the rightful candidate for our party. And of course, there were other people in our chat room who understood what I was saying, but they have a different mindset. And I said, Joseph Boakai cannot resolute or find solution to problem. Joseph Boakai is a man who wants for the problem to die down by itself. He did that in the party when there was a big division in the party. That problem was never resoluted. When Joseph Boakai donated a few um, water, I don't know, boat or canoe or ferry, whatever they term it. One was over the somewhere in going towards Belayara. There's a river. I think that is Saint Paul
It's
River.
the Poor
There's
River.
one other river. I mean, one of Joseph Boakai's uh, boat that was donated, and the other one was donated to the city of Idana because of the situation. The people have to use a canoe to go to Lower Buchanan City to transact businesses. So when the president saw the need at the time he was contesting in 2017, and when he saw the need of a ferry or some sort of water transportation, or he donated that to Idana. But then when issue was raised that the person who is the city mayor of Idana is from the CDC party, so they did not want for CDC to be in control. That created a problem, and the boat was packed. And then he changed his mind. Said, "Okay, I give it to Grand Bassa County." Of course, if you give it to Grand Bassa County, which area in Grand Bassa County that you saw for which you donated the boat, but he could not resolute that problem. Today, as we speak, that boat is a problem sitting in the county. So I have seen Mr. Bakai not being able to resolute a problem. And again, I mentioned that he is not innovative, or he's not anybody that is developmental. Mr. Bakai or President Bakai, now President Bakai, he has a title or a label that he is corruption free because he has not been labeled as one of those that have been embezzling the Liberian people currency and things like that. So again, I said that with mine belief on President Boakai, he can prove me otherwise that he's developmentally minded, that he can resolute problem. I will see that. But from day one, when President Weah came into power, President Weah was able to declare his asset, whether it was all of his assets or some of his assets. The bottom line is he declared his asset, and in addition to that, President Weah said the money that lawmakers and ministers or executive branch they were making. That was a lot of money. So they should reduce the salary. And President Weah said, I'm going to donate 25% of my salary. And I think President Weah did that. When President Baraka came in, up to now, and I stand to be corrected, up to now, he has not declared his asset, and that was required before even taking office. He has not done that yet. President Baraka, in his speech, one of his speeches, when we were talking about putting committee together or vetting committee and all those stuff, he mentioned having some of the senators to be in his vetting process for nominating, I mean, appointing people to various ministry. And we know that somebody who is a law-abiding citizen knows that the work of the executive through the president is to make appointments. And it is also made clear in our constitution that the legislative body, or the government branch number one, which is a legislative body, is responsible for confirmation. Okay, so it means that when the president appoints, then the Senate is able to confirm. If you in your speech mention to have people that will be on your vetting for appointment for them to be senators, then that is conflict of interest. It means that you don't understand the rule of law. It means that you will not be able to run sound judgment. And again, these are some of the things where I stood and I still stand, that my standard bearer, who is now the president of the Republic of Liberia, I did not support him this current election. This is where I stand, that if he can prove me wrong, but from the beginning, things that I'm seeing is not making me to feel that, oh yeah, this guy gonna prove me wrong. We talk about corruption. It started day one. He never even called his people to give accountability for the inauguration money that was given, and all of these things. And then the appointment that he's making, that he was not going to at least overcrowd the cabinets with a specific county. And we are seeing those things um, that he said he was going to do better, for which you were accusing President Weah. He's doing those very things from day one. So these are some of the things that we need to look at. The last time we were talking about it, and of course, uh, my other, co-host Tunis, he was saying no, we should not hold them accountable at this time. We should not hold them their feet on the fire at this. I mean, I understand, I agree with him, but for me, being part of the Unity Party and knowing what we say we capable of doing, we should be held accountable from day one. That's why I'm pointing some of these things out. For the president to come out, did not recognize the good work that his former president did. And when President Weah came into power, he gave the Baraka Allen administration about 80%. And when he came in, instead of trying to unify the country, he started putting out statements that are not true. When it comes to the money that the previous president left, he's saying that no, that is not the money that he left. Trump Africa wrote something who contradicts what the current president is saying. So people that are in government, for them to bring about the restoration or the rescuing the country and things like that, I don't see it. And this is why we need to start talking about some of these mistakes that they are making, so that it will not be a part on our country before we start regretting. So with the money, we need to get to the bottom of it. Um, who is telling what? If the Liberian revenue, we have Liberian dollars and then we have the US dollars. So if President we are left 20 point something $1 million in US account, and the other one in the Liberian dollars, the difference of it is 20 point something million, then you add up everything, then that would be 40 point something million, a million left in that account. But you cannot come and leave out the Liberian currency, if there's Liberian currency, and then just point out just the $20 million. So those are some of the things that Mr. Tunis brought about, that we need to talk about it a little bit and see how it goes on. And I like the way some of the uh, uh, lawmakers, they were able to bring this to the attention for them to invite the governor of the bank and the other person so that they can clarify what is in the air. So I just wanted to throw that light on it, and this is what is going on. Back to you, Tunis.
Thank you so much. Both of you said it all. You know, this conflicting report bring a little bit doubt into this new government. They take over the government because that's a whole big gap between those numbers. And thank God, Front Page Africa was one of the newspaper would never bow down to any government. They would say it like it is, whether you like it or not. And I think they try to do the same here in this case. You know, Front Page Africa is letting us know they have obtained a copy of the government of Liberia consolidated cash balances for fiscal year 2023 and fiscal year 2024 as of January 17, 2024. The balances show that the total for fiscal year 2023-2024 in US dollars is 28,770,302.87, while the total balance in the Liberian dollar consolidated account is 2,237,071,975 Liberian dollar. Therefore, the equivalent of the Liberian dollar component in US dollar at the exchange rate of $190 is 11,774,063. The sum of the US dollar balance and the equivalent of the Liberian dollar amount to 40 million plus. From Page Africa observed that not only did President Boakai understate the balance in the US dollar component of the consolidated accounts, he also completely omitted the Liberian dollar component of the consolidated accounts. This is where we are today. Just like what you said, give praises to where the praises belong. Whether you like the person or not, you're already in control. You see, Liberian people, we are quick to forget. And most of the time, we bring trouble to ourselves. God can bring blessing for us, but the trouble can be far distant from us. Then we pull it to us. We keep pulling them, pulling, till they come and meet us. And then we want to put a blame on somebody else. George Will government was one of the best government ever in Liberia, whether you want to hear it or not. And it was one of the most disrespected government in the Republic of Liberia. One of the most disrespected government, where any and everybody would get up and rain insult to the highest level, to the highest position in our country. All right, but right now everybody afraid.
I think we lost Hagar. I don't know.
He got lost us.
I think we just the two of us on right now. So I don't know whether we're still on air.
Okay, so we need to find out what's wrong with Hager.
I called,
We
but
need
I didn't get him. I also
you
sent him
call
a
him.
message. Yep. And I also text him what happened, but no response yet.
Probably still there. Cause he put on Facebook. I think the internet went off because I'm calling their Freedom FM. The internet went off. Okay, they've been having little problems since this week started, since Monday. But like I said, the Liberian people, we can end it up on this issue. Liberian, we are so afraid of each other, especially this government. The disrespect they brought to Judge Weir, they are not fool to bring it over to this government because they got some radical in this government who do not take no mess. Like Prince Johnson already warned them. If anybody insult the president, they will deal with him, and so on. And Liberian people love these people, this kind of people. Let me tell you, they love people like this. So they would not say fue. Instead, they see the difference in this figure, but they still happy, because he's an old man, the old man can't lie. So they take it as it is, and especially we who in the diaspora, we really don't care so much. We are working, making our own money. So we are not like people who in Liberia. I just feel for them in Liberia because when that problem comes, they will feel it more. When any problem comes there. When George Weah became president, I know, they brought fake news saying that George Weah stole, government stole $16 billion, which is equivalent to the entire budget, Liberian budget. So I don't know how they were paying the people after they stole that amount of money. I don't know how much they were paying the people, which
But the
way.
16 billion was Liberian currency though.
But that entire, if you convert it, it will be like 500 million.
Oh, okay.
And that was the Liberian budget. Then
Hmm.
George Weah came, he put it up to, I think, 7. Okay, that's 16 billion. It's equivalent to the entire Liberian budget. So if somebody stole the entire Liberian budget, how were they paying the workers, the government workers, which almost 70,000 workers? How they were paying them? How they got paid? So we'll see how far they go. They are going with this uh, conflicting figure. Tomorrow, I think the CBL chairman or president, as how you call him, Mr. Jones, he been summoned to the house for them to at least question him about this. Let him give us some facts. But we already know the fact because Front Page Africa already told us exactly what this is all about, what we got there, and they're just telling us that Joe, we might be right what he said. So quick, so they stole 20 million off of it. Quick, just like that. 20 million want to go. And no Liberian going to talk anything because Joe Weah was just a footballer, a dumb head that don't know anything. So they could push him against the wall. They can hit on him. They thought he was afraid. But what they did to George Weah, just listen to me. They would not try on the old man. They would not try on the old man. When you call the old man, say, "Oh, why you have to call him old man?" Okay, if you call him young man again, they will ask you the same question, but the man not young. We are so confused. We pray that heaven open for Liberia. So things can be a little different. Liberian people told us, you came a pa, you came a man will vote for you. When you enter that voting booth, you said no in this country or anywhere in this world, you enter that voting booth, you there by yourself. Nobody put knife in your to your throat to vote for someone else. Right there, you on your own. Even you promise somebody you can lie right in that booth. And you still say you came up, I came up, I'll vote for you. Go to Sierra Leone and see what they did to those warlords. They try all of them and they jail them, and some of them stay in jail and die. While only in our mix, threatening us every day, but naked open a charity place. Prince Johnson Open University. He in power for 27 years. He going for 27 years this term. You can call over them, they'll stay in the street and run any kind of way they'll talk to anybody. So where are we going? All right. But anyway, let's try to end the show. I guess our partner gone.
Yeah. So with Yaga Kolova, I know his presentation on President Weah that was very very wrong. Um, he was, and President Weah being a good person, somebody who does not like those kind of confrontation that would lead to uh, some other stuff, unrest. So he just said, leave them alone, but and let's continue on whatever we're doing. Uh, Even though from Yage Koluba's approach, there is some sort of realism in it. That is, he's a realist. That he's a nationalist. Uh, because there's some of the stuff points he used to make, he's still making those points, and the people that were hailing him from the United Party uh, and the Liberty Party, the other part of the Liberty Party that used to hail him. Some of them they are looking at him like, oh, he's crazy, because now he asking legitimate questions, um, like the way President Obama is presenting himself. And today, uh, he has been an outcast. But based on what he's saying, make me makes me to believe that he has a good level of realism in him, that he's a realist, and also that he's a nationalist, that the people matters and not the political party. Uh, and those are some of the things that matter to us as Liberian. And that's what I said. As somebody from the Unity Party, uh, former chairman, I think, or chairman, I don't know, of the Unity Party in New York, uh, that's what I make the statement that I make, or that I've been making. We are more nationalists than being uh, a partisan, because all in all, what matters is Liberia, and those political parties, what they're trying to fight for is Liberia. But are they doing actually what the country deserves? And this is why we on Night on Spain and any on other podcasts, we are emphasizing Mama Liberia over party. And if your party is doing very well, yes, we mention that party. But if the party is not doing very well, or an individual in a party that is in government is doing well, yes, that person worth mentioning. But all in all, we as Liberians, we need to come together for the sake of Mama Liberia. I'm not saying when the person is doing the wrong thing, because we are coming together, we should just forget about our wrong thing. What is wrong for our country will destroy our country. So what we need to do is our wrong, for to amend it, to make it right. And what is our strength? The things that we are making, we are always done right, and we continue to do right. We should we should stand on that and build on the challenges or the wrong that has not been realized. So when we do this, we all going to come together. When President Weah said that once a Liberian, always a Liberian, and President Weah decided to put that in a referendum for us to have dual citizenship. It was kicked against, but President Weah did not waver. President Weah did not stop. He continued to push it, and then of course people begin to buy into the idea. Today we have the dual citizenship. People in the diaspora, especially who are buying into the propaganda to oust President Weah. Had it not been for President Weah, some of them would not come back to Liberia as a Liberian citizen. And these are some of the good things. I know President Boaga recognize it, but the only thing he said that um, the dual citizenship that we have, under the laws that they have that are very, very biased, we need to work on some of those laws. And I'm going to ask the lawmakers so that they can work on some of those things because they want to alienate us from the progress of Liberia. That we in the diaspora, we should not hold any position in government that will uplift our government. They always ridicule us, they always label us, and all kinds of things. So I know the president recognized the good effort that President Weah brought on board about the dual citizenship, and that he also want for the Congress or the legislative body to remove that people who are dual citizenship, they cannot be elected or they cannot be appointed and all of those stuff. Those are things that continue to divide the country. And I think under this administration, some of those things will be now the president started, President we have started, that we be able to build on some of these things for the betterment of unifying Mama Liberia. And as President we have said, whether the love or liberty brought us here or the love or liberty met us here, my stand, my belief, and my goal is for that love of liberty to unite us to be a vibrant uh, one Liberia. And I think that was a brilliant thing that we should all applaud the president, the outgoing president, President Dr. George Weah, for his services to Liberia. And as he regroup and strategize that his political party will be in a better position for the next election. So I just wanted to throw this in, Mr. Tunis.
All right. And I think we can say good night.
Good night.
All right.
Good night to our wonderful people of Liberia.